Hello everyone and welcome back to Smash Steam Summer Sale Faves. I hope you've enjoyed the past few videos, and here again we are with another one. Of course, Favs here as always, and well, we're just going to get straight into it. I mean, why should we kick around, really? So first up, going to bring about the Stanley Parable. Now, if you haven't bought this, why not? Why? Now, there's some footage in the background. It's not much, but gives you kind of an idea. It's like there's multiple endings, there's multiple ways to do stuff, and it's kind of like there's a brilliant narrator in it, actually. Brilliant narration. Just, you're Stanley working away, and then things start going differently. You start fighting against stuff, and, well, you don't fight actually physically against, like, enemies as such, but, well, you could say the narrator is. Basically, it's like sort of, it's as if your life path has been chosen to you, but what if you went the opposite direction? That sort of thing, and just crazy stuff starts happening. What if things are repeated and you think otherwise? What if you do this when you were told not to? It's very crazy and wonderful and pretty enjoyable. And that's $3.99 actually. Well, that's £3.99, and whatever crazy wonderful prices you guys have. Now, moving on swiftly, we have Terraria. Now, if you haven't bought Terraria, why? Again, there's probably going to be why. Terraria is, well, a lot of people were like, oh, it's Minecraft. It has a lot of fighting, a lot of building. When things can build, it's not freaking Minecraft. Now, Terraria is it is voxel based in a sense. Sort of a 2D side-scrolling adventure. And it's just nuts. I mean, you dig down deep enough, you find hell, you've got sky islands, there's a little bit of footage in the background, you see some extra stuff built in, some creature fighting and stuff. I mean, there's loads of stuff to craft, there's been major updates over the past, and it's just insane what you can do. You can create smaller and bigger worlds and just explore, and loads of different creatures, loads of different stuff to craft and find. And there's big massive bosses to fight that are incredibly hard and will probably destroy you, so keep that in mind. Now, as we quickly move on, because we don't want to be keeping you too much of your time, shall we? Next up is Age of Empires 2 HD Edition. Now, the reason why you see the Steam store page, I don't have any footage. I am not buying this again on Steam, for the simple fact is I've bought it way too many times in the past, and for good reason. Age of Empires 2 is pretty much, I don't know whether to say perfect RTS, but it is phenomenal. I love the Age of Empires franchise. I hate where it's kind of went these days, but Age of Empires 2 is awesome. It's got a little bit of HD slick paint and will run very nicely in your monitors nowadays. It also comes with tons of added Steam features. There's workshop support, multiplayer Steamworks integration, trading cards, all that good stuff is in this kind of copy of it. Copy? Is that a right word? I don't know. Someone correct me if you must. And, well, there's tons of stuff you can do, and it's only priced at $3.74, which is tiny amount. That's like a Burger King or something like that, wherever people eat a salad. So, I mean, that's a very good price, and that's my top 3 for today. As always, we will go on to the pros and cons. You have the 3 lined up for you here. As I open my hands like I'm opening some sort of curtains, I have no idea. Now first, Stanley Parable. The pros, I mean, I wouldn't say, it's not really like an interactive adventure type game. It's you're following, doing stuff. There's no combat per se, but the narration is superb, and there's a lot to discover. Some people might get annoyed with the way the game works, because its mechanics are like for you to fight against and not fight against, kind of go with the flow, not go with the flow, that sort of thing. Now the cons of that though is, people might be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want it. You might get bored. I didn't, but you might get bored. You might be like, it's not an action game, don't think that. But the narration is quality, it looks really nice, and there's tons to do, and it's really quite amusing at times. So keep that in mind. Terraria, well, what's the pros? it has a freaking heaping ton of content. I don't know what else you could say about it. It's got so much content, it's daft. There is so much to do, so much to discover, that you can build crazy types of stuff in it. I've seen videos online, I'm just like, how did you do that? And just make sure you just give it a bit of your time if you haven't picked up. And it's very, very cheap to be honest. Talking about a bag of chips here, or crisps, whoever's watching us, US, UK type thing, America, Europe, up north, I don't know. And Age of Empires 2. Well, obviously it's Age of Empires 2 HD. Now, I will start off with probably cons for this, is the fact that it is going to be HD like paint. It's not the best looking game now. It's held up sort of kind of well. Its art style is kind of okay. But the pros, there's loads to do. If you're wanting a fairly sort of, how would I say, like very competent RTS, a very, very competent RTS. If you like city building and good combat, there's very solid like sort of balance in that. You build castles, castle walls, towns, cities. There's loads and loads to do, and it looks very impressive. And well, now it works in current sort of systems, which is always really nice to happen for some games like that. So, I mean, obviously I did start with the cons of the fact that, the game doesn't look like, sort of red alert free type thing going on. It's not going to be that type of quality. Just keep that in mind. Apart from that, it's pretty cheap. There is seems to be a bit of an expansion pack there. It's called the Forgotten. So there's some extra content packed in there. And, well, you might want to pick it up. As always, folks, thank you again for watching this video. I hope it's helped you. I hope you've seen some stuff that you may have liked to pick up. I hope I've given a good little overview of games, because obviously this is just sticking to my faves. It's all personal opinion as always. And I shall see you guys next time.